like, yeah, we're good.
We're hungover.
Where were you yesterday? So that if we see him with someone that is not you.
Flirt in peace, but you're not going to see my man. It's a lie.
So you'll be covering.
You're 45 and he's like 55. Let's get with the program.
Okay, so I'll just die, and that's his number plate. I will find
But
you.
the amount of effort, though.
Women have time. Yo, Tanak.
Let me answer it.
There was no need for you to answer
it.
Unfiltered Adulting is proudly sponsored by DreamStream. If you'd like to support us directly or watch the ad-free version of our show, the DreamStream platform link is down below in the description. What's up, everybody?
Hey.
How you guys doing?
We good.
You guys are so boring. You guys are so flat and tired. Jesus, I came out with so much baba boom and you guys are like, yeah, we're good.
We're hungover.
Where were you yesterday?
Holiday hangover.
Jokes. ATJ, how are you doing?
I was planning on not speaking with the whole episode.
Oh, that's a lie. That's
But,
a definite
You can
lie.
still go ahead. There's time.
Auntie?
Yeah,
No,
there's
we're
still
barely 5
time.
minutes in. You can just shut up.
Yeah. And we're not complaining.
Yeah, we're not
We're really not
We're gonna
complaining.
be fine. Anyway, moving on. Madam.
My others are hoy.
Go alpha. You know, Tanaka is always trying to steal the spotlight from me. All the time.
I want to share it with you. That's the thing. I want us to be in the same spotlight.
Darling.
Exactly. That's very narcissistic.
I want us to
Well, we're not therapy anyway.
because I want us to be together in the same spotlight.
Hey, you want to share the spotlight?
Exactly.
But
Okay.
it's fueling.
Denise,
She
continue.
doesn't look like she's with it.
First lady, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank
I can see
you.
you looking good, as always.
Thank you. So, first lady, good day.
Magadishin.
Eh.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my God, Muri Zimbabwe.
Guys,
Guys, don't laugh. Don't laugh. Don't laugh.
This is an international.
Okay, all right. Magadi Africa. Is it?
What are these?
No. I'm not about that life.
Croatia.
Nah, I only rap Africa.
Damn. Pastor Ken, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. It's another day again.
Yeah.
We have to do it.
Let's do it. Let's do
I'm
it.
ready for
Fund is always so deep. Like,
Like,
yo.
It's just a
sometimes
just saying hi, you know? Oh, man. Glad that you guys are good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. On
You're
a coffee
always
high.
good.
No, I'm on a coffee high. That's the
Oh,
Makes sense.
fancy.
So I douse myself with coffee in the morning, and I go through the day. And then I crash at night, so.
Coffee doesn't work for me, guys. If I drink coffee,
Oh,
Me
you're one of
too.
those people.
coffee works. I'm like, doesn't work.
I can
Coffee
actually
energy
have
drinks.
coffee before I go to bed.
Exactly.
In your
I
sleep.
can't.
I can sometimes I
can't.
do that as well.
Right? It's actually very comforting for me. Having
Yes.
coffee before bed.
That's
Me, I
weird
can't sleep.
for me.
If I drink,
I'm literally awake for the next like 5 hours.
Exactly.
That's why I have to drink like rooibos tea.
Nah,
or,
I'm
like,
not
chamomile
serious
tea.
thing yet. Yeah, I'm not serious.
Sit for who?
Focus.
Sit for
Ah,
what?
you're not focused.
Once we're in bed,
There's a
we'll
lot of
talk about
caffeine in that video.
Yeah, talk to Chipindin.
Guys, if you ever spent so much time on the internet, then while you're browsing on the internet, everything is cool. You're seeing good stuff. Then you see some weird stuff, be like, wait, why is this happening? Like, what?
You've delved deeper into the internet.
So I'm busy scrolling, and there's always this thing that I always see people do. I don't know why they do it. I don't know. Please explain to me as well. People cover their number plates when they're taking pictures or videos. Like, why?
Yeah. I've seen that.
Privacy. I don't want to be stalked and searched for or whatever, and then you track my car, and then you find out where I live, things like that.
Is you sitting there? Do you know how to do that?
I could find out.
Yeah.
You think it's that easy that you just take a number plate and be like, yo, I'm looking for 3463 GB.
I think there are actually portals for that.
No,
I
but
just haven't tried.
I think here let me just put it, in Africa, those systems are not there. But in the US, I'm sure you can just maybe go to your, what do they call it? The DMV. You can just be like, I'm looking for this car. And then they just type it up, be like, oh, you're looking for so-and-so and so-and-so and so. And then they give you the information. Whereas here, you're like, who do you ask? Who are you asking? The cops? They won't tell you. They want 500 rand first.
I've got the 500 rand.
Sorry, none of them are putting
You see, I'll search for you and I'll find
but
you.
you know that you cover your plate. It's like people who cover their cameras on their laptops or computers. I'm like, you do know you've got a phone, right? It's the same. There's a camera as well. So the same technology that can be used to track your.
I feel attacked
used on the
because I covered my laptop.
Exactly. I'm like, but you have a phone. You do know that, right?
I know. But then the laptop thing is just, when you see the logs in a van and you think about Final Destination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay,
So for
okay.
me, I always get that flashback to all the movies I've seen that have the laptops and the camera. Well, phone aside, it's okay. Phone aside. But the laptop one makes me very paranoid.
It's like someone's just watching you through
I'm just
the
like, it's the
lens.
same tech though, guys. But anyways, so again, covering number plates, I'm like, okay.
Security.
And then others go to the extreme, cover their partners.
It's to protect your partner. Like, everybody knowing, like, this is the man
Maybe
that I've
they're
got, or this
stalkers,
is the
guys,
woman that
that
I've
are-
got.
But guys, okay, same thing about the car. You're driving in the car. So when you're driving, are you hiding?
No.
Yeah, you're not
You're
obvious.
not hiding, obviously.
My partners are baga.
Yeah.
That one's fragile, sensitive.
Yeah, it's very nice to eat someone in the stack. Yeah. Kujikirwa msaga, like.
Even if it's a whole husband.
Yeah, because like,
husband, eh?
why do you want to see my husband?
So that if we see him with someone that is not you.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, okay.
I don't want to
enough
know.
said.
I just want to know who's your man.
And then you find out he's been flirting with me this whole time.
It's
and he
okay,
told you-
guys. Flirt in peace, but you're not going to see my man. It's a lie.
Sorry, you'll be covering.
Aha. Wait and see. I'm going to be like
There's
the
engagement
Mafigis of
photos
a
with just
lady.
her hand over his shoulder.
You'll be covered all the time like this. Baby, put your head
Don't have
here.
to know him.
Hide.
Maybe they will have protected.
Maybe it's his idea.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
No, but now if it's your idea, I'm gonna give you a bombastic side eye. Like,
Oh, okay.
no, it
Who
has
are
to
you
be my
hiding from?
idea. It has to be my idea. Good, baby, I want to protect our peace. What? Just put your head over here. Don't look at the camera.
But then if you're trying to protect your peace, though, isn't that then you're around the wrong circle? Because if
It's
you're,
not
if you're,
only
if you're around
circle.
good people, then
You won't
good.
care. Like,
No, but then social media is open. Like, for
Yeah.
example, I have an open Instagram account,
Right.
so anyone can see my content, right? So if I post my man there, and then some witch on the other side of the country sees my man and says, uyu akafitirana nenuyu, the guy
love
track.
pushing.
You know how women are. Let me tell you what women will do.
Yeah.
You post your picture with your man,
Eh,
and then you tag him, and then there's that little tag by the corner there. We go to your tag, we go to your man's account, and then we see your man's account. We see that he does this and that. He works here.
He's an
What does he like to
accountant.
do? He likes hanging around golf courses. He goes for jazz things. And you're like, okay, tambata. And then he won't be covering his number plate. Then you're like, okay, he drives a Jaguar, and that's his number plate. I will find
but
you.
the amount of effort, though. Right?
Women have time.
that's a level of delusion that I cannot
Women
invest
have
myself
time.
in.
Delulu on
Women
steroids.
have
Dude.
time.
Serious.
But also, like,
No,
on
that
the-
means she has nothing to do.
on the tags as well, guy, I've experienced that at some point in my life, right? I was posted, right? So I was tagged. I think I got about 10 or 15 follows. And they're all girls from her page.
It's a lie.
I was just like,
I will not tag you.
So-
I will not tag you no matter what.
so I'm chilling
Tag.
there.
Never.
I'm chilling there. I'm like, oh wait, can you follow? So when I go there, I'm like, mutual, only one person. It's there.
The rest
Only one
followers.
person. I'm like,
I'm like, okay, something is going on here.
but at least I've got 15 more followers.
A win is a win.
A win
Guys,
is a
let me
win.
tell
Win is a
you,
win.
women have
A win is a
time.
win.
Women
Okay.
have time.
Women
Women
are
have
crazy.
time.
We're crazy.
And there are no limits to what we can do. If we decide that we want to do something, we'll do it. I recently saw this post when this lady had like 5 devices in front of her.
5.
And you can tell that Google Maps, you find my iPhone. And then she had a chat, like an iMessage chat, 5 devices on her. And the 5th device had the camera on so she can get evidence.
Okay.
She was trying to track her boyfriend.
Ish.
Guys, women have time. I will just end it on women have
But then
time.
if you're going through all that, doesn't mean you're with the wrong person.
Yeah, there's no trust. You don't
too
trust
much
that
effort,
person at
man.
all.
Your relationships are nice, guys.
We are
But I
moving. So
Yeah.
we're cruising.
Are you?
It's nice and easy.
Nice.
Yeah, the effort might be too much.
Really soft.
Kitty, to right now, babe, I am at the studio. I'm busy for the next 4 hours.
And guess what you do
Send-
afterwards? Send picture.
Send a picture.
Send a picture.
Even with the girl next to
you
me,
know
like,
what?
okay, my friend.
He has your Find My iPhone. He has your what is it called? Indefinite location services. Yo,
Okay.
our relationship will be nice. But not everyone is like that.
No, kudai.
Guys, these days Taongo Dana never repo.
That's
Are you kind of feeling this? Yeah, I'm also kind of feeling this. So should we do this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's see how it
So
goes.
there's a video. Oh, no, I won't look for it because I have no idea where it is. But these guys, the guy and the girl, they meet up in the office. Be like, hey, I like you. I like you too. My name is what. My name is, and then they just go straight to the point. I like what. Can you get married? Yes, let's get married.
Oh, I know that video. It's like an
Exactly.
old school
Exactly,
TV show.
yes.
And he's like, house in the Hamptons. And he's like, now, let's move it to
I've
there.
seen
Oh,
that.
it's
Like,
so young
okay,
now.
cool.
It's,
How many
yeah.
children do you have?
Uh-huh.
2. And then she's like, cool. And I'm like, wow.
And it's like a negotiation.
It's like a
Yeah.
negotiation. And then at the end of it, they agreed. There it was.
But then they divorced at the same time. Remember?
Oh, yeah, I
Because
remember
there's
that.
something, there's something they didn't like. They're like, no, I don't like that. I also don't like it. So can we, let's not.
Really, that's the rest of the clip. Because
Yeah.
I only watched
Oh, you
to
only
that
watched-
point.
oh,
Do you
yeah.
think that relationships would be better if we handled them in that way?
Yeah.
You
I
think
got
so?
to, yeah.
This talking stage nonsense is just a pain.
Guys, I love the mystery and the
Oh, no, so it's
suspense
cut,
and the passion. Like,
Okay.
I want to just be in something and I don't know what's going to happen next.
That's dangerous.
No, listen.
On the Faro Karam saga.
She won't tell it, right, guys. Not in a toxic way. I mean that you're always open to surprises, good surprises, right? And you don't know everything about this person, and you can anticipate that, oh, okay, maybe today something else is going to happen or something new is going to be discovered. But in this case, don't go to gaga and we're done. I would be bored. I would really be bored.
You see, we're getting the talking stage out of the way.
Way, right. And for them, they're quite old. They're much older. So the time wasting of like, what's your favorite color? You're 45 and he's like 55. Let's get with the program.
Okay, so
Sir?
I'll just die. At 45,
Like,
asking
let's
what's
get
your
to
favorite
it.
color?
So
You see what I'm
I would
saying?
have failed.
They'll be like, you're asking me my favorite bruh.
So you're that type you could if your mans forget your birthday or anniversary, my one.
Excuse me?
I agree. I'd be upset.
Ken, are you that type? Do you remember
would
these
be
dates? Do you remember
upset.
do you remember your anniversary, birthday? What else is there? I see I'm out of things.
It's just those three things.
But I think the best thing to do with those things is, especially when you're with your girlfriend or with your wife, let her record it. Because
your,
us
like,
men,
phone.
us men, sometimes we
I
forget.
can't even comprehend it, guys. I'm still in shock.
But do
So
you
that's
okay? But
fine.
what are you?
But
Do you remember though?
Yeah, I remember.
By phone.
By my head, there are things
It
that I
doesn't
remember.
matter. As
You
long
have
as
to
you
remember.
remember. Whether you,
Otherwise,
I don't know,
it's a thing.
whether you tell your pastor to call you on that day and say, Wanguka, usakanga una anniversary.
That's
Call me on that day.
Magachacha nas.
I don't care how you remember, but you must remember.
Remember. That means you don't
So-
love me.
No,
Oh
so
my
certainly like
God.
the new relationship, like we're celebrating a week, celebrating a month.
Okay,
No.
week is a little too far
No, like
fetched.
a week and a month is a bit much. Like
Yearly,
yearly
yeah.
anniversaries.
Maybe 6
By the way,
months, 12.
anniversary is an annual celebration.
When do we
12
start?
months.
What's the date? What's the first date we're counting?
The minimum should be 6.
6.
No, I mean, like,
Six-
what are
six
we
what?
start? Like, when are we saying we started dating? When I asked you out, when I said, can
When
you
you
be married?
ask
No.
me to be your
Yes.
girlfriend.
What if I never did? We just
Then what are we doing?
Saga, I'm
What are we
single.
talking about?
I'm single.
Single. Single.
Single
said
until
I'm single.
stated otherwise.
Certain things don't forget. Yo.
Until stated otherwise.
anniversary.
Tanaka, you're starting.
You know, right?
I know the
You
song.
it. That's a jam.
I know the song and it's really good jam, no lie. That's a really good jam. Actually, if you want really good music, Radio Zimbabwe. You?
Anyway,
Good name.
Yeah.
Old
are
school.
they online?
I don't think so. I don't think
So we
so.
have to be in Zim to listen to Radio Zimbabwe.
But yeah, you're right.
Radio Zim.
It's good.
My number, shit. Number.
Old school
number.
Gems. Tune after tune.
You.
It's
Ah,
on
It's a
Gito.
party.
exactly. So
fine.
cute.
When I'm still stuck. There's a time you mentioned about witchcraft. So Nambu uzotsile bashini. Nambu uzotsile bashini bicha.
Late.
Person shitik.
Yeah.
I remember I saw a post again where where is it? Where
Kenya.
In Kenya.
Yes.
The University
In
of
Kenya.
Kenya.
Where they're approved, right? They're approved to study witchcraft.
It's a degree.
Yeah.
It's a degree.
You can get a Bachelor of Arts in Witchcraft in Kenya. So those of you that want
It
to apply,
really is an
applications
art
are
form.
open.
It's an art form.
It's an art form.
It's
It
very
is.
artistic.
But some of the stuff that y'all be doing is artistic. The way you dress.
But what are you saying about the degree?
I'm saying, is it doing?
Have we gone that far in the world?
Are we there? That's
Like,
where
are we
are
now
now.
there now?
That's what we're
Yes.
doing now.
Have you even seen the syllabus?
Maybe there's love potions, see, potions.
Okay, wait, what you saying? What you
Attire.
saying
Just
can
say-
be in the syllabus?
No, I'm just saying that we are very quick to
Nah,
analyze
let me
and
look
judge
it up
things
now.
that we don't know.
Okay.
What if the context of the witchcraft is actually very, like you're mixing up herbs and stuff?
For what?
Or maybe it's like anthropology. There's a module in anthropology where they teach you witchcraft and how to do it and maybe the history of it. Maybe that's the context they're going with, of like teaching you the history of witchcraft, how witchcraft is done in different places, But the practice of it, yeah, I don't know.
Do you not
I
think
don't
that
know.
it's because we have this notion that yes, what I'm about to say.
Right?
Open the jar.
Open the jar,
Open
madam.
big.
Oh, yeah.
Open.
Okay, is it not because we have gotten used to this notion that witchcraft is bad, and witchcraft has been termed a bad word in the African context?
Yes.
Do you realize that when you watch movies, the white witches are always so beautiful?
Oh,
And they
my
ride on brooms, and you know
Brooms?
their portions have like purple smoke, and they work so well.
and their rooms are always so like aesthetically
You see?
pleasing, and it's just
then
like
African
what?
witches.
Yay!
Hey, Nollywood.
It's dusty.
Their faces are always painted white. So maybe this is something to think about. Maybe the witchcraft degree actually has good things that we are not open to understanding or we don't know about.
Okay.
So if you were to give me the syllabus, Timbona, so analyze the syllabus.
But
Mfundisi.
We are now.
Yeah, let's
We are
go.
now. Let's go.
I'm also thinking because if I'm looking at the word witchcraft before I even look at the syllabus,
Yo.
This is where we're going.
Ah.
No. Let's settle. Let's
Everyone,
Can
take
I
out, take out
settle.
your
Take out your
notepads.
notepads and your pens.
Hey, can I say something before you
Yeah, it's fine.
before we go in
Yeah.
deep?
Right.
Right. So I had to look it up. So the United Nations gave the University of Zambia $340,000 to develop a degree in training students in witchcraft.
okay,
So this is like a
It's a UN
UN.
Like by your
backed-
twice.
it's the United
Project.
Nations.
Yep.
The United Nations is like, no twice. Go and do these ancestral things.
Bachelor of Arts in Witchcraft.
I was right. Bachelor
Like
of Arts.
the plot thickens.
The plot.
Like what is the
if
UN
the UN
doing
is
in
sponsoring
this?
these
Like,
things, where are we going as
You see now.
as a globe?
I always tune people like there's always a hidden agenda in these things.
Always
Like
the
what?
UN.
The UN is there, so it's not.
Bombastic.
So they didn't think about it. They were not chilling. Like, what about we do
witchcraft
as degree?
as a degree.
Nah,
oh my
I
god.
got an email.
Zambians are gonna come for you. That
Hey,
accent
hey,
is off.
What up?
Hi guys, we'll come see you guys.
So they got an email in the morning. Would like to sponsor you.
Yeah,
man.
we're even funding your project.
They like to sponsor us.
What's your baking details?
But guys, I'm not going to lie.
Direct deposit even.
What's your
I am
email?
not going to lie. Me, I would enroll in that thing. And guess what? My family will be set for generations.
For that,
No one would ever bother my daughters. My grandkids.
They'll be like, oh, so that's what you're doing. I'm gonna go tell Gogo.
Ha.
Gogo's like,
Now,
And
Gogo
they-
already know.
Gogo already know.
There's no telling. Gogo will know.
Gogo
You
no.
just hear a phone call.
And I'll
Mwanangu.
just be like, Mwanangu,
Fanele
anunzani.
Remember I said me. Remember I said me.
Don't worry, baby. Don't worry. Ndiri kumusota izvezvi. Give me 2 hours.
Wangonzo,
Kugwari
wala
busy
rwara
imwe
for-
project but manje.
It's in a project.
Did you see, before you get to Kenny's, there was a Sangoma who was raped by their client.
What? What?
Welcome to DreamStream, a unique video subscription platform designed for creators who want to host exclusive content. DreamStream is a monetized platform where creators can share their work without the restrictions of other platforms like YouTube. At DreamStream, we value the creativity and freedom of our creators. We provide them with a platform where they can express themselves without limitations. And the best part, they can monetize their work, providing them with the financial support they need to keep creating. But DreamStream isn't just for creators. It's for you, the viewer, the fan, the supporter. By subscribing to DreamStream, you gain access to premium, ad-free content. This isn't just about watching videos, it's about experiencing content on a whole new level. On DreamStream, you won't have to deal with annoying ads interrupting your viewing experience. You can enjoy your favorite creators' work without distractions. And because it's a private platform, you'll be part of an exclusive community of fans and creators. DreamStream is more than just a video subscription platform. It's a community of creators and fans who value high-quality, exclusive content. Join us today and start experiencing content like never before. Welcome to the future of content creation and consumption. Welcome to DreamStream.
It's not funny, but like what?
Yeah. So just be careful whatever
Whatever you do,
whatever
I
you
would
do.
be so mad at my ancestors. Amatozan. I would
Ama-
be so
She was
mad.
raped,
Like,
fam. She was raped. by-
you could have shown me everything else, but you didn't show me this.
this.
Like when I was throwing the bones and all that stuff, you didn't show me that this
Men's
was
was
coming for
busy
me.
and you're busy.
You're busy.
Then you're wrapped, fam. Yeah, you were about to go in deep.
Right.
You can go now.
Right.
But I'm also thinking, like I looked at it at one time, and
You're not to enroll.
no, not enrolling. No, I was just
pastor.
doing a research, and I was looking at it, and surely there are many like organizations that are now getting involved. But in the past, it used to be hidden. People didn't like to be known that they're into that practice. But in our time, it's as if it's becoming more and more open. So if you look at it, the word witchcraft,
Or
a craft is a work.
I knew it.
I knew it.
A craft is a work. So
Right.
you never end on theory. It's impossible. Because the word itself is witchcraft. And witchcraft is a system. And the witch is used by that witchcraft. So
See.
so I was watching a certain movie.
Nigerian movie. Sorry.
Even Harry Potter or whatever Nigerian movies, you see that when the witch dies, mostly that thing has to be passed to the next person. Like she was saying, to say another generation can
Has to
also-
carry it over.
So it's not
Once
it's
off
not
thing.
just a personality we're talking about, it's a system. So now when they are trying to introduce that, I believe they are trying to have an agenda. I am not terming this thing to say it's I'm not saying, like she was saying, I'm not saying it's bad, but that thing is not good.
Okay. So it's bad.
So it's bad.
So in a way, what I'm just saying is, to me, when a person is practicing witchcraft, whatever you are doing is not godly. And witchcraft is not just limited to people that wake up in the night and they're walking and they're moving. No. Witchcraft can go as far as the economy. Witchcraft can go as far as finances. It can go as far as the society, social life.
Can even go as far as love.
Of course.
So we have to define what witchcraft is, what a witch is. That is what we have to define now. Say, what is it? when we say a person is a witch.
That is actually very interesting.
So-
I'd like to know that too.
So okay. So what you're saying,
Mm.
you are 60% agreeing to it
On what?
because it is not fully defined what they're really studying.
No, it's fully defined. What? Let me explain something. Let me just explain it bluntly.
I go straight to it. I don't
Maybe-
go
maybe
through the
I was
corners.
going
Go
round
to me
and so on.
direct.
Come to me direct.
I'm not coming to you.
Is and out.
So if you look at witchcraft, a witch,
Muroi.
if you read the book of
Umthakathi.
Exodus, chapter number 18, verse number 22, the Bible says, "Suffer not a witch to live." It was an instruction that God gave to the Israelites. So they were camping in a certain camp, and Moses was told by God to say, if you have a witch in your camp, don't allow that witch to live. It happened in the book of Exodus. The reason why he was doing that, it was because these people were doing a work that was causing the children of Israel not to prosper or to live. So that work was there to destroy, whether in a good way or in a bad way. But destruction was behind that.
Okay.
So God was making sure that that system is to be gotten rid of. So when now Moses is being told by God to do that, I'm finishing. You have to look at it in
I've heard that one before.
You've heard that one before, right?
Yes, you always say that.
Yeah.
I'm almost done.
finished.
10 minutes later. We're
Just
still
listen up.
So
Yeah.
Moses is told by God to do that, and the children of Israel, there's not supposed to be a witch in their midst. And there was a certain guy again in the book of Numbers. His name was Balaam. You know, you've heard about him. You know Balaam. He was a man who would curse.
Do you though?
He knows him.
Yeah.
Balaam was an expert in cursing. So if you do your
see
study,
why I want a degree in witchcraft. Do you see? Yeah, but it's okay.
Carry on.
so if you do your study, you realize that Balaam was a wizard who was an expert. He was a wizard, but he was an expert in his work in terms of using words. The greatest witches and wizards, they use words.
Right.
If that person says something, you are gone. So they are good at that. They are good at using what? Words.
Words.
Number one. And number two, they know how to manipulate physicality. Though they use physicality. You can't be a witch and you don't use a body or you don't use something physical.
So they're not. It's not straightforward. They're manipulating it.
They are manipulating individuals.
So it's not.
It's a system.
Actually
It's a system that manipulates. Okay, you can have your body yet Tanaka. You have your body there. And you have heard people saying, I wake up in the night and I'm plowing a field.
Right.
Or they use other people to plow what? Fields. Someone can wake up sweating. I've heard it in the village. I'm tired. I woke up tired. I dreamt myself I was plowing. And there are other instances I've heard whereby someone is, you wake up in the morning, you see the field plowed.
Right.
Number one. Number two, I've had an issue.
Shock.
Yes, in the village. I've had another issue where a person fought a witch in the night. And that person came out of that vision with a stick, a physical stick. You are fighting in a vision, in a dream. Then you wake up holding a physical stick
that you had in your dream.
that you took from that realm where you were fighting that witch.
Right.
So,
Coach Mbotika,
what?
when I'm in
Hold
in
up,
my
hold up,
dream-
hold up.
Wait.
when I, hold it. Why don't we say, okay, when we're practicing this thing and it,
Yeah.
me, I am dreaming I've got man.
Why can't I pull that money?
Why can't I
Why
put
can't
the
I
money
put the
into
money?
that realm?
That realm, that one.
Those US dollars that I'm seeing
that
in a
I'm seeing,
briefcase. Why can't I
Thank you.
just?
So witchcraft, the meaning of witchcraft,
Thank you.
the practice of magic, especially for evil purposes,
The
the
practice of
use
what?
of spells, the practice of magic,
for
For
evil,
evil?
purpose.
That is not
Especially
me. That's your
for evil purpose.
that's your dictionary.
Yes, children and goods we believe. So, Saka,
You.
Especially for what? Evil?
for evil
Purposes.
So
purposes.
for me, if you look at it, I did a certain study again. When God called Noah in the book of Genesis, chapter number 5, God said to Noah, you have to build an ark. And that ark was supposed to protect the people from the flood that was coming. So every animal that was going to get into the ark was going to be safe. So Noah was supposed to do a work that was supposed to
craft.
save
Right.
people and the animals. So Noah had to do a what? A craft. And that craft was there to save. So when I did that sermon, it was called the Noah craft. So
Okay, 'cause
Noah
I
was
was about to follow up. It's like, but what would you call that? Is it still not witchcraft?
it's not I'm
But
just
because
talking about
God
the
is
craft.
involved, it's not witchcraft.
So
Okay.
when God is involved, it's called Godcraft.
Okay.
So when Jesus came, he did a work on the cross. And that work is a craft
So it's a God craft.
for saving the people. Number one. Number two, if you look at it again, you are going to notice that these things that witches do and wizards do, if you do your study, you realize that Jesus himself, there are things he did that witches do now in our time.
Okay.
He walked on water.
Right.
In the book of John, chapter number 19, he appeared in the midst of the people. The doors were closed. He just appeared.
And then poof, there he was.
So you're going to notice that the reason why these guys are now publicizing these things, it is because, again, us, those that follow God,
Right.
like I was saying in the last one, we are ending on knowing we don't want to practice the God in us. So we're going to notice that a believer is more stronger if a believer practices the God in him or her. So witches, they will not end in just knowing witchcraft. They have to practice it.
Right.
So Jesus had to walk on water. It was a way to show you that I have the power to do it. I'm not just saying it.
Right.
So witchcraft, what makes witchcraft, or what is making witchcraft to be popular, it is because most people have been bewitched. And it has happened. But when it's now us believers doing it, it's a problem.
Right.
So when a believer does something that concerns the power of God, you exhibit the power of God, it's a problem. But if it's a witch practicing witchcraft, it's not a problem.
It's like, oh, okay, that's normal stuff.
It's normal stuff. So what I'm saying is, witchcraft, in as much as it's a work, to me, it's never right.
Fair
Though
enough.
to other people, it's going to work.
Right.
Because
What if the intention is good?
I don't think so.
I mean, okay, let's say I become a witch.
Yes.
Let's say I become a witch.
Right.
And
Experience.
my intent, wanna much.
Oh,
I repeat,
let her explain.
this is
Let her know.
why I want a degree in witchcraft. For you, just for you. What do you want? Anyway, I say, okay, you know me, you've interacted with me. I'm a good person.
Yes, you're good.
And I decide that I want to get a degree in witchcraft.
Yes.
And my intentions are very pure. I want to help the poor. I want to help those who've lost their loves. I want to help those people who are struggling.
Okay.
If my intentions are good, can we therefore say that witchcraft is bad? Or the craft that I'm exhibiting, is it bad?
It's a good question, but my question for you again is,
Hi, angifuna ama questions. I want an answer.
I'm answering you the question. Okay, let me answer you.
Okay, thank
So,
you.
you can be doing good, and you're telling me that you are doing it in the name of witchcraft, isn't it?
No, in the name of good.
I mean, you have
in the name
practiced
of
witchcraft.
in the name of good witchcraft.
In the name of goodwill.
Okay, I'm saying you have practiced.
That's a good one.
You have practiced witchcraft, and you are doing good with that witchcraft. That's what I'm saying. Let me answer you.
Go ahead.
Do you know that Lucifer In the book of Isaiah. No, I just want to answer you.
Oh, does not sound like an answer though.
No, guys, hold up.
No.
Allow me to answer.
Okay, fine. You can answer.
Hold up. This
Right.
is gonna be very good. Listen,
It's
let's
good. I
go.
want to answer.
Let's go.
So Lucifer in the book of Isaiah is named the angel of light, or the Bible says he can turn himself into an angel of light. Or let me say Lucifer is that angel of light. He's able, Satan can turn himself into an angel of light, but his first name was Lucifer, that good angel.
Okay.
So there are instances whereby he can appear and produce goodness, yet behind that goodness there is
Ill intentions.
number one. Number two, if you read the book of Daniel chapter number 9, the Bible says, he shall establish the covenant in the last week, and there shall be 3.5 years of peace. He shall come and produce peace for 3.5
Yes.
years. But the last 3.5 years, he shall produce evil.
Right.
I don't want to talk about the last 3, and I want to talk about the question you've asked me. So what I'm saying is, it's possible that you can produce good as a witch or as a person practicing witchcraft. But a person who descends has to see something bad behind that good. So good can never be a work of the enemy.
I've got a lot that I want to say.
Say it, it's fine.
Because I'm in support of what she's saying, right? Because there's a show that I watch on DSTV Moja Love. It's called Dlozilam. So there is this. I don't know if I should call her a medium or a sangoma, right? She communicates with ancestors on behalf of people so that she can help them heal and maybe practice some of the stuff. And from what I've seen from her, what she says to these people is very helpful.
Yeah.
And
I'm
it
not
helps
denying.
them progress and it helps them move forward. If
I'm not
they've had
denying.
questions or questions that they've had from a lover that they've lost or from a relative that they've lost. And it's helped them.
Yeah. I'm not denying that.
So what is the ill intent behind that?
No, I'm not saying there is an ill intent in helping people.
Right.
But you have to know that people can be lured by good things to
Okay.
a bad place.
I think now it's just a matter of PR.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like witchcraft is getting bad PR in this case because it goes back to that topic that we liked that time.
Yeah.
Cultural differences
Yeah.
and differences between aspects of
Of
traditional culture and Christianity, right?
Exactly.
In my understanding, which is not very deep, doctors or craftsmen were used to communicate or as sometimes go-betweens between the people and things in the spiritual world that normal people can't do. It was a gift that was found in different households, right? So there were households that were good with mixing medicines. There were households that were good with communicating with spirits. There were households that were good with farming and all that stuff in the traditional way. I think it's different from culture to culture, right? But like what you're saying, when someone is giving peace and giving communication and giving access to something that brings healing and it gives that sort of closure to someone,
Yeah.
I don't see how we can term that as bad, especially if the person themselves are good people.
Right.
okay.
They're actually good people.
Yeah.
So it's a PR thing.
No.
We've been told that
Because even
witchcraft is
after
bad.
like all of that, after I've watched the show I've been watching the show for years now. I've never heard anyone come out and saying after she came to see me, this happened or something bad happened to me. Unless they keep that away from the public. But I've never heard that, oh, when Sister MB came to see me, like 2 years later, my husband died. Like I've never heard anything of that sort.
No, I'm okay, listen to me.
We are being disciplined now.
No, I'm not disciplining you. I just want to express
I
something.
get you.
No, I'm just trying to express something. So, like you were saying, it's now an issue of belief system, what you believe in, and what you want to believe in. Because there is no way that personally that a person can come to me with something good, and that person is practicing a certain act or a certain way. I'm talking about witchcraft, okay? You're practicing witchcraft and you come to me. I'm talking about myself. And you come to me and you want to assist me. Maybe I'm talking about assistance in terms of herbs or in a good way.
Right.
I'm not denying what you're saying, but what I'm saying is you can do good. I can become a person who practices that and I can do good.
Welcome to DreamStream, a unique video subscription platform designed for creators who want to host exclusive content. DreamStream is a monetized platform where creators can share their work without the restrictions of other platforms like YouTube. At DreamStream, we value the creativity and freedom of our creators. We provide them with a platform where they can express themselves without limitations. And the best part, they can monetize their work, providing them with the financial support they need to keep creating. But DreamStream isn't just for creators. It's for you, the viewer, the fan, the supporter. By subscribing to DreamStream, you gain access to premium, ad-free content. This isn't just about watching videos, it's about experiencing content on a whole new level. On DreamStream, you won't have to deal with annoying ads interrupting your viewing experience. You can enjoy your favorite creators' work without distractions. And because it's a private platform, you'll be part of an exclusive community of fans and creators. DreamStream is more than just a video subscription platform. It's a community of creators and fans who value high-quality, exclusive content. Join us today and start experiencing content like never before. Welcome to the future of content creation and consumption. Welcome to DreamStream.
And my goodness can lure people into the kingdom of witchcraft.
Right. It can.
Number one. Number two, you have to remember where witchcraft is coming from.
Okay.
Where is it coming from?
Okay.
Your Tanak.
Let me answer
There
it.
was no need for you to
Let me
answer
answer
it.
it. Let me answer this question. I was reading a certain book.
You see what
Let me
you
finish.
see
Let
yourself
me just explain that then.
in closing.
Does it help with the answer?
Yeah, I'm answering you.
But you are.
Why are we taking the long way to the answer?
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm just going there. Let me just go there. Let me
Just
go
go
there.
straight.
Let me go there.
Not
So I was reading.
more off-
I was reading. I'm not going. I
In
was
closing, Kenny.
just
In closing,
tell
Kenny.
us.
In closing,
tell
okay.
Where does witchcraft come from?
okay.
Just give us 5 words.
Yeah.
5
A
words.
sentence. No commas.
We'll understand. We're smart enough. Don't
You
worry.
understand.
God is the creator of the creation,
5 words done, minus 10.
and God created Lucifer.
Right. So basically what you're saying is witchcraft comes
Comes
from
from God.
Yeah.
Wait, let me finish. I'm not saying. Listen to me.
That's 3 sentences. Okay.
So God created creation, and Lucifer is part of the creation.
Right.
Number one. And in the book of Enoch, there are angels that fell upon a certain mountain.
All right.
Okay. And in short,
Book of what?
Enoch. There is a book
Okay.
called the Book of Enoch.
Okay.
So there are angels that came. I will give you the book. You read it. It's interesting.
Quick.
No, it's not a wait. No, it's not a
Don't
wait.
give up.
Even for learning purposes, it's very good. It's
No,
not
it's a
wait.
good book.
You have read it, right?
I've only read like the first chapter and I'm like, yeah, this is it. And I lived.
So when they came, to cut the long story short, when they came, they started to teach.
Oh, this is you cutting the long story short.
Yes.
Okay, they came and they started teaching people.
They started to teach people
Stuff.
sorcery, the reading of the stars, a lot of even war. There was one called Semiaza. He was a leader of the
What's
angels.
Semi?
Then Azazel was another leader. So they came and they were teaching people sorcery.
Okay.
They were teaching people war when they came down.
Right.
That is, the issue and Taura Yema giants when they slept with the daughters of men. The book of Genesis doesn't give us detail, but the book of Enoch does. So witchcraft is coming not from God.
But from in.
But from God's creation.
The work of Lucifer is to twist the work of God.
Ken.
Mm.
Ken.
Yes.
Kennedy.
How many times did I call you?
3 times.
What you're saying, right?
Yes.
It's very relevant to you. And it makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
What I would like to ask you is to keep an open mind.
Okay.
Because if I'm going to be objective about this,
Okay.
the Bible in its entirety
Mm.
could just be a story, but you have faith it's true,
Okay.
right?
All right.
And witchcraft and traditional things could also be just a story that is passed down, and we have faith in that. So, coming out, hey, I would like to humbly say, coming out and then completely concluding that a different narrative is wrong because you've been taught one narrative for
No,
so long.
I'm talking about myself. I'm not talking about.
And that's
other
what I'm
people.
saying.
Yes.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
my own
That
view.
yes, your view, right?
I'm not saying the people should follow that.
I
I'm
understand
not saying
that,
follow what I'm saying.
and I appreciate that.
Yes.
So when we come as Christians with a superiority complex, and we come saying that we are here with the answer, and you guys must look at this as the answer.
Right.
It become we close our minds to understanding other things,
Okay.
and that's why I'm saying that we can't completely erase this witchcraft thing until we actively hear what other people have to say, see what the people who are practicing it are actually doing, and having an open mind to things that we're not familiar with.
It's fine, Tino. I've heard you, but you
I'm
know
sorry,
what?
Mfundis. Please
No,
forgive me.
no, it's.
I'm very sorry. Don't pray about it.
No, I'm not praying about anything, but me, I'm just saying things that I've seen myself personally, things that I've experienced personally. I know things that have happened to me before concerning certain things. So when I'm explaining certain things, I'm not just saying, I know what I'm saying. And I wouldn't want to push what I believe in. That's why sometimes you hear me sometimes asking questions, or you ask, then I answer. I'm not saying what I'm saying is wholly is to be taken, but I'm saying my own thought. And I'm not saying people who are practicing what they are practicing, they are not people and they are evil. But I'm talking about the spirit behind everything that is being done. I'm not saying people who do that are evil, but I'm talking about the spirit behind everything. So I'm not there to judge, to say, you are bad, you are that. No. But I'm just saying things as they are, how I've learned everything. That's my school of thought.
Hansi Nana Google. Witchcraft. I had to Google because Ken wasn't giving me an answer. There's no answer.
But you even tried to cut the long story short
I
one.
not cut.
Okay, read.
It's too-
Read.
But Google was just like,
Gaga.
Google have so good maths. Go Europe. And says the roots of European witchcraft trace back to the classic concept of magic and religion were closely related and society closely integrated. So basically what they're saying is go Europe. Long story short. Cutting it. And go Europe.
Ukava witchcraft.
Kwakabva uroi.
Nde-
Zvakabva
Yes.
kuvarungu.
So also the definition is of witch.
Nah,
Definition of witch is a
this
person.
show is wild.
a person or a woman. I'm like, okay, a person, especially a woman, having supernatural power as by compact with the devil or evil spirits.
Google is a man.
sorcerers.
Compact with what?
Google has always been a man, darling.
Compact with the devil or evil
What did we
spirits.
do?
We ate the apple. That's what happened.
Google was like a person, like,
Let me emphasize. A woman.
A woman.
So that's that. Anyways, so but then I'll cut it.
Yeah,
Cut it.
Go around.
Do what you want to do, y'all. If you want to practice witchcraft,
Yep.
go for it. If you want to focus on the Bible, focus on it.
Do what makes you happy,
Do
guys?
whatever makes you happy.
Everybody's entitled to their own.
In Nakien, I'm sure I took Bible and Nakien.
Zipana Jews, I do Bible.
Panango take up energy. Beside they're going to the witchcraft. Farukuind. I started in Mexico.
Let me say one thing. Let me say one thing before we close. One thing. I just want to say one thing. Then we close.
We're not closing today. We're sleeping here today.
Well, let me say one statement before we close. So,
Hi,
so you're talking about the Bible.
At some point, yes.
Yeah, in my whole life up until this age I'm in now.
How old are you?
What do you want to know?
Okay.
Why people schedule their age though?
Right? That deep.
It's not that deep though.
But I'm a young man.
How young is young? Young is everybody's entitled to their own.
You even have that pasta laugh. Like, so 90 DJs.
I'm not teenagers. Come on.
Okay.
Anyways, guys, Valentine's around the corner.
So one thing I have learned.
Okay.
Can you
Okay.
I will just say one
We'll
statement.
open a new channel for you.
Well, you have to open my own
Yeah,
channel.
a segment.
Let me just say one
Guys,
statement.
my brain is sore.
Eh,
Let me
My
just say one
brain is in
statement.
pain.
what
I have-
would you, Mira? Okay, let me just ask you one question. What would you get your partner for Valentine's?
For Valentine's? PlayStation 5.
Oh, yo.
Gents.
Unaga.
Nyambon.
Kondo unagirwa gani? Sizes.
Like for now, like it's
Sizes. Yes, legit.
Yes.
For real,
You know, the only thing standing between me and greatness is money. I just have to work for the next couple of weeks.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
me, I'm going to spoil the life out of my partner. Ha, wait and see.
yes, ma'am.
PS5. Oh, yo. Okay.
Amanda, we are first lady for a
What,
reason.
what are you going to get your partner for Valentine's?
I'll take it to a restaurant to eat some good food and buy some nice presents.
Having fork and knife, speaking in English.
English, Korean,
No.
Chinese.
Quoting Enoch.
I
I can imagine Kenny on a date and he's like,
I
you
don't
are
do
the
that.
lily of the valley.
Bible Riz, Songs of Solomon verses.
I was
guys.
at the well and you shone upon me.
At that time, he's slicing the steak
Eh,
and then he's holding it.
like that good Samaritan that gave Jesus
looking
water.
intently.
You are my
don't do
living
that.
You
waters.
can rub your hair at my feet like Jesus and Mary.
Bible Riz.
Okay. On a date, that's cool. Cool.
Why would I get my man? What am I getting my man? He said he wanted a watch and bracelets, so we're working on it. I asked him. I'm like, I'm not gonna guess.
Cartier.
Amy.
Guys, Pandora.
Because, do you know, I don't know why in my social
Excuse
media.
me.
What are you
What
gonna
are
get
you
your girl for
getting?
Valentine's Day?
Oh, yo.
Look at him.
She has you.
Oh my God.
Just be.
Eh.
It's enough. I'm enough for
Like, what else could she need?
80G food. 80G, a whole 80G.
It's giving.
You're so lucky. Wherever you are,
It's
you're
giving.
lucky.
Tell them.
She's lucky. You're lucky,
Yeah,
girl.
you're very lucky.
Tell them.
Pray to God every
Imagine
day
you have
to protect him.
ATG. Yeah. Yeah,
Nah.
I mean, someone had to take the
I think
bullet.
you're just-
I mean, someone had to take the bullet.
Somebody.
Ah, well, you're upside down, guys. No, it's just gonna be like a short trip to Durban.
Yeah?
2 days trip to Durban.
Hey, level.
Anyways, so
That's fine.
We're done.
I'm looking on the socials, guy, and I'm seeing gifts for Valentine. I'm like, okay, cool, right?
Guys, and you
For
know that
men.
they do gifts for Valentine's first week
Serious?
of January. Like,
After back to school,
Valentine.
it's crazy. I walked into a Checkers and there was like a whole section of just Valentine's Day gifts.
Guys, I was stressed.
But
I was stressed when I started seeing those hampers, and I was like,
But I just want to stress something out, like ladies, please. Mafuta, nema socks,
my boxers.
nema boxers. It's not a gift, please.
That is
Like that whole live
Can I didn't point out my boxers? I go ask you, Jaga.
But then you have to wait to Valentine. Just buy them, card.
It just depends on the budget. You know what I mean? Depends on the budget.
No, but you know what? I'm gonna be very honest. Women are crappy gifters.
Yep. That's why I had to.
Women are crappy
Serious.
gifters,
You have to
and
ask.
You have to ask.
we're
I
very
had to.
selfish. We're very
Exactly.
selfish
'Cause we want.
We know what we want, and we'll give you a list. Me, I have a wish list every year for my birthday.
this.
I want this. But you can ask a woman, Kuti, what does your boyfriend like? Like, what would you give your
don't
boyfriend
know.
for a gift?
You
And you know
don't
what's
even
crazy? Men are impressed by the smallest things.
Smallest things.
Like, you guys are impressed by the smallest
Smallest
thing.
thing.
Saka
PS5.
kusada is just you. Like 4 tires. Just get your men 4 tires, guys.
I got my man a book on our first date. Jesus Christ, I never hear the end of it. He's like, this is the best gift I've ever gotten in my life.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Is it? I think
Men are simple
it
creatures.
depends. Because if you buy 80G a whole book,
He's not gonna read it.
anyways.
He'll set it alight. Use it.
Guys, thank you for tuning in.
It was chaotic, but thank
Love,
you for
light, and
staying.
happiness, though.
Happiness.
Ambeni nechi
Msangano.
Nimsanga.
ne witchcraft.
Babes.
Oh, wait. Bye.